Sedimentary rocks. These rocks are formed by successive denudation of weathering and erosion, then transportation, deposition of sediments eroded from any previous existing rock like igneous, metamorphic, or old sedimentary rocks. Hence, they are called secondary rocks. The process of formation of sedimentary rocks is called lithification. Due to successive deposition, they have a layered or stratified structure. Hence, they are called stratified rocks. Sediment is produced by the weathering and erosion of pre-existing rocks. Once formed, sediment is transported to a new area where it is deposited as layers that are subsequently lithified to form sedimentary rocks. We have told that first is weathering, then erosion, then transportation. So what is weathering? Weathering is the breakdown or decomposition of a rock body, rock structure. It can be physical, that is disintegration of rocks into smaller pieces where the composition is not changed. That is chemical composition is not changed. Whereas chemical weathering, that is the decaying or decomposing the rock matter due to action of different atmospheric factors or physical factors and changing the rock's composition and reducing its size. After weathering comes erosion. What is erosion? It is the removal of weathered material. Here you can see with the water, the silt is flowing out. Silt, it belongs to somewhere inside where it got weathered and then removed with the water, and now it is being transported. Transport. After erosion, we come to transport. Once sediment has been eroded, it is moved to a new location by water, wind, ice, mass movement. Here we can see the transportation of water through the water bodies like rivers and all, and that causes transportation, and then it comes deposition. That is when the transportation has taken place, deposition by the river. Over here it has been seen by the river, so deposition of sediments is taking place. Lithification. What is lithification? That is a rock formation. Lith means rock. Sediment is converted to rock. Now how from sediment to rock, how it is taking place? Most sedimentary rocks are formed through a series of processes. That is, first we have told weathering, and then comes erosion, then deposition. First is erosion over here, then it is getting deposited, then compaction. When the deposition is layer after layer, then compaction is taking place, and then cementation. After compaction, because of the pressure, particles are squeezed together under great pressure, and then the cementation taking place. That is, particles are glued together as mineral solution hardens, because some of the minerals like calcareous rocks, lime, silica, it has the capacity to act like a cement. That is called cementation. Now, always it is not so. It can be for physically forming sedimentary rocks. But cementation can be in different way also. Plastic material, that is the broken pieces of rocks, they are bound together to be lithified by mineral cement. What is mineral cement? Calcium compounds, silica, iron cement. among the grains of the sediments. You have seen how cement is used to build up a building. It is used to concretize the bricks and other materials. And same way, different types of rocks are getting cemented by these compounds, silica, iron, or calcium compounds. Large sediments are bound together by silica, they are called carbonate. And small sediments which are compressed or squeezed by overlying sediments and underlying hard rocks and over time gets compacted and liquefied like sand to sandstone. That is the small sediments, finer sediments. But dissolved minerals may precipitate or left behind due to evaporation, that is rock salt. Over here you can see the lake bed which got evaporated, and because of the evaporation the water becomes more salty, hypersaline, because of the more dissolved amount of minerals as per the comparison to amount of water. And when it goes on years after year, days after days, millions of years, then these minerals they get deposited and then evaporites, that is the mineral salts that is getting together and forming the sedimentary bed. Over here we can see the huge bed it was, and now that huge bed is turning into sedimentary rock because of the evaporation. Aquatic organisms like clams, coral, they die and settle down on the seabed and get accumulated, compressed and lithified. So lithification can be of organisms, it can be of dissolved minerals in the water by evaporation, then lithification, and always compaction is there. And after compaction is cementation is there. So first we are getting weathering, and then erosion, and then transportation, and then we are getting deposition. Deposited materials layer after layer is compacting, and then cementation is taking place. Then after cementation the result is lithification. But when it comes for some minerals and all dissolved minerals and all, that time it can be evaporation and then compaction and then cementation, then lithification. When organisms are coming here like aquatic organisms, then they are getting their skeleton is getting deposited, then compacted, then cemented to form lithification.